Thank you so much. This is Jahanzeb Ali from Airway News, Pakistan. Half of the world is burning right now. The Middle East, Russia-Ukraine war. There are tensions in South Asia and other parts of the world. Um, do you really think, in your opinion, will these issues have any impact in the coming presidential elections?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I couldn't understand.
In your opinion,
In my opinion.
yeah, will these issues have any impact on the presidential elections? And secondly, Arab Muslims in America are very angry with the Biden administrations and the Muslim community, and they are not willing to vote for Kamala, and and also not voting for Trump as well. So is it a concern that thousands of Arabs and Muslims here in U.S. are not going to vote in the coming elections?
Well, first of all, on your question of what impact will global issues and foreign policy have on the election, I think that historically, foreign policy has not been the set of issues on which most Americans cast their ballots, and that is largely a function of the fact that even though foreign policy is critically important, and that any president or would-be president needs to demonstrate to the American people that they can confidently, capably, responsibly serve as commander-in-chief, as Vice President Harris has and will, in stark contrast to Donald Trump, who's played that role and made a hot mess of it. I don't think that foreign policy will be the most salient issue, but it matters. And I think in a time when, as you rightly point out, there's a high degree of instability in parts of the world and suffering, that needs to matter. With respect to American voters of Arab and Muslim descent, I think it's very important not to cast them as a monolith. There's a great deal of diversity of background and diversity of perspective. And I think what Kamala Harris brings is the sensibility and the understanding as somebody who is the daughter of immigrants from India and Jamaica, that the rest of the world truly matters, and that the perspectives of people who may not have historically had the loudest and most impactful voice in crafting our foreign policy and influencing our foreign policy really matters. She cares deeply about people, and people who have been underdogs and who have not always had the opportunity to have their voices heard. I am hopeful that when the American people, including Americans of Arab descent and Muslim Americans, have the opportunity to weigh what is at stake, when they are able to recall that it was Donald Trump who wanted to ban Muslims from coming to the United States of America. He has rejected the prospect of a two-state solution for the people of Palestine. He is, a bigot and a hater and a divider. And frankly, whatever background you come from, that should not be something that you want to embrace. And on the other hand, Kamala Harris has been very clear that she is intending to lead this country for all Americans, of every background, of every faith, of every race, whether they came here as immigrants or came off a family that was on the Mayflower. She is for all Americans. And I think that contrast matters enormously. And I hope and believe that the people of this country, of all perspectives, will take that into account.